Hello and welcome back, and today is the day 20 of my 21-day challenge to share around ceremony and ritual, which I believe leads to inner reverence. So, blessings of the summer solstice, we made it. This is what a lot of these videos were about. So today I'm going to share what I did. I wasn't sure what I would do, but so I saved it until today to really feel into it. And last night I took some, it's nearly finished now, water. I took some rose petals from the garden, filled this jug up with water. And so when I came down this morning, I have this beautiful rose infused water. So I then had a wonderful bath. And the idea of having a bath is that you're purifying yourself for your ceremony. You can have a shower, but I really wanted to submerge myself in the water and in the element of water. And I find these absolutely gorgeous salt crystals that were dyed pink and had rose petals in. So it was a glorious celebration and ceremony, just even getting into that water. But whilst in the water, I gave thanks for the water, calling in all the other elements that we talked about when we were setting up the altar. I then dressed in something that I felt was suitable for the ceremony that I was going to design for myself. I activated all the altars around the house. The mesa has a specific way of actually being activated, and the rest I lit candles. I also did so outside. I really connected with the altars outside. So I then also too, I connected, I'm very connected to the Egyptian pantheon, which is the goddess Isis, Sekhmet, Hathor, Bast, and then the male energies are Anubis, Horus, and so forth, and Ra being the sun god. And it was Sekhmet who came this morning. And Sekhmet is the lion-headed goddess. And she would have been daughter to Ra, daughter of the sun god. But she comes as a warrior, and she will help you release and let go of shame and fear and anything that really holds you back and that you don't want in your life. So I was really grateful that she came in this morning. I also made some tea with these blue lotus flowers. They're very sacred flowers from Egypt, and they've been used a lot in ceremony, and they help with a lucid dreaming, getting into that meditative state. I set up the garden because I wanted to do this as an outdoor ceremony. I'll put a picture in with the video of what it looked like. I used a lot of fabric, but what came to me was I wanted to create a space for the before, what I wanted to let go of, what I was asking Sekhmet to help me release and not take forward at this turning point of the wheel. And then I, with a beautiful piece of red fabric, I put it across so as that I could walk through that as a portal and actually have that kind of transitional space and walk into something new. And the thing is, I'm not even sure what it is, but that doesn't matter. And when I got to the red piece of fabric, and I had with me an incantation, an invocation that I read, and I would love to read it, but it's quite long. I'll just read the first little bit. So to start with, it was very much warrior goddess, goddess of love, lion-hearted lady of the solar ray, you who are known by many names, my body invokes the lady of the flame, giver of ecstasies, sparkling one, opener of ways. Sekem, Sekem, in flesh and bone, I hereby choose to mount my throne, warrior queen of my own domain. Beloved Sekhmet, hear me call your name. So what I'd done on the other side was to create a throne as well, that I would walk towards and sit on. So I used a lot of drumming and singing and really just coming into the space and really creating the feeling of the ceremony and being in sacred ceremony and sacred space. Giving thanks to the sun, giving thanks to the earth, to the elements, inviting them all in. And it was interesting stepping through the portal, which was under the red piece of fabric. It actually took me a few minutes, not so much to let go, but this walking into the unknown, walking into the void, the space of the sea of possibility and potential without exactly knowing what it was. So that was an interesting observation for me. And I just allowed myself to be in that transitional space, knowing that I was fearful. I was somewhat fearful of stepping forward, moving forward in my life, especially when I didn't know what it was. So anyway, when I was ready, I went through underneath the red fabric and into that space and sat on the throne. And I had then another piece that I read, which again is a little bit long to read it all, which is calling on Sekhmet's creative fire. Sekhmet, ignite the creative spark within me. I offer myself as an instrument of creative expression. May my voice be the voice of the goddess. My body be a vessel for her love. My voice carry the authentic signature of my pure soul. Divine Mother, muse me, dance me open. So in all of this, there was a prayer and a celebration and a ceremony for me. But I also was feeling it was for our world at the present time. You know, we're really unsure where we're moving to. There's so much uncertainty. But we do know that we want to hold the hope that we will see a brighter future, where we will see people coming forward more in connection with themselves and with nature and their community, that we will feel connection once again. And this is really what this 21 days has been all about. So my prayer was not only for me, but for all of us out there today. So bless you all and thank you for listening to me for 20 days. Tomorrow really will just be closing this 21 days and just maybe giving a little bit of feedback on how it's felt. All right. Well, wherever you are, may you have a blessed, blessed summer solstice.